Hi, Abrar.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for joining.
Yes, welcome.
How was your day? It was good.
Yes, y-
Okay,
yes.
so welcome to this career counseling session
Okay,
for you. Okay,
okay,
so uh, as like global online IT training, we are providing career counseling, interview assistance, certification assistance, along with online training with on lot of IT technologies, cloud, and everything actually, right?
okay, okay,
So let me introduce myself, before
okay,
take inputs with you, you know.
okay,
So I'm having 14 years plus experience abroad
okay,
in IT infrastructure, and
okay,
that
great.
is not only IT infrastructure. You can go beyond, IT infrastructure. You can talk about any cloud. I worked on hybrid cloud environment. We talk about
Okay,
Google Cloud, uh, AWS,
okay,
Azure, IBM
okay,
Cloud,
okay,
except Alibaba Cloud. We can discuss our hybrid cloud actually. So I'm not
okay,
hands-on on Alibaba. Except Alibaba,
okay,
I worked on all the cloud players, and
okay,
mostly I'm doing these training, support, trunky projects, and career counseling and certification interview assistance for the global IT employees across the globe. So mostly
okay,
US, Europe,
okay,
and very less business from Singapore, Dubai, and
okay,
10 to 15% out of 100, you can say India business.
okay,
Okay, so
okay,
this is my introduction.
okay,
I'm looking from your introduction, just brief introduction, then we'll proceed on constantly.
oh,
Okay.
okay. My name is Abrar. I have 5 years of experience as Oracle DBA. I worked in Mumbai in Smartrix technology. My
Hmm.
client was a manufacturing manufacturing plant for a chemical company. So I used to work there for 5 years. And from last year, I'm not working. I'd done my OCA and OCP, and currently done with cloud certifications of Oracle, which was a free now they had given. I had completed my 4 certification: Autonomous Database Specialist, Foundation Associate, Cloud Infrastructure Architect Associate, and Cloud Infrastructure Professional. These 4 completed. I completed, and I'm going through from Udemy AWS course. Just it.
Okay, got it. Yeah, really, within 5 years, you did a lot actually in IT, IT
Yes.
infrastructure. If we talk of, and just can you repeat your cloud certifications and your cloud knowledge so far?
Uh, Autonomous Database Specialist of Cloud,
Mm-hmm.
Oracle,
Mm-hmm.
Foundation Associate, Cloud Infrastructure
Okay.
Associate, and
Mm-hmm.
Cloud Infrastructure Associate Professional.
Okay, great. So you are a specialist in actually Oracle Cloud, right?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, great.
And side by side, I'm
Okay.
learning AWS also, but currently I've
Mm-hmm. Okay.
stopped that.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Just I want to
And
know
what
from
about?
how to
Yeah.
move to which cloud and what are the openings.
Yeah.
Actually, what is the trend
Right.
now?
Right.
Because from last
Mm-hmm.
year I'm at continuously at home only, no. So I want a perfect
Mm-hmm.
guidance who can place me also, because nowadays it's
Right. Right.
very,
Mm-hmm.
very difficult.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Okay. So uh, let me open my whiteboard. I will prefer for you. You go for because see, you have a lot of experience and certification on OCI, right? Oracle
Yes,
Cloud.
yes,
But Oracle Cloud demand is very less. It's not under five actually. Getting my
yes,
point.
yes,
So if you talk about top five cloud players, Oracle Cloud doesn't lie in the
yes,
top five. So I
yes,
will not
right.
recommend waste more
Okay,
time on Oracle
okay,
Cloud, right? Just move
okay,
forward and think of focusing on some competitive product actually. Makes
Okay.
sense.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me open my white book. Can you see my screen now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Wait.
Actually, I was planning for Azure only, but Oracle has given the free certifications, so I have studied and
Mm-hmm.
had completed in this lockdown period.
Yeah, yeah. It's good. It's good to have Oracle
Yes.
Cloud knowledge
Yes.
and certification. It is going to help you side by side,
Yes.
but it's
Yes.
not going to help you into getting the job, man. Getting my point.
Yes. 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 So,
So that's a challenge.
very less
Yeah,
openings are there for Oracle
very less
Cloud.
open Oracle Cloud.
Yes.
Very less actually. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me just talk about, and you have to move for cloud only to get the job,
Yeah.
new job, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
database jobs are shrinking a lot. Talk about
Yes.
SQL, talk about Oracle,
Yes.
because uh, relational databases and schema-based database like our Oracle or SQL. So
Okay.
nowadays, the demand in the market is like no SQL, no
Yes.
schema,
Yes.
MongoDB, open source database, right?
Yes.
I will
Yes.
come to
Yes.
that part actually. Let's
Okay.
focus first on cloud players actually, right?
Okay. Okay.
So if you talk about from, because after that you will make your mind where you have to go by
Okay.
understanding, the cloud presence in the market, global market, India market, right? So just
Okay.
thought about, I'm going to talk about only five players, not beyond that, because that will be a
Okay.
waste of time. So if you
Yes.
talk about five cloud players, so
Okay.
we will start. What is your guess? First one?
Azure.
No, AWS.
Okay.
So AWS is the leader in the cloud market, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
if we compare with the, we can differentiate with other players, but AWS, Amazon is leading the show.
Okay.
But nowadays, AWS is getting a lot of competition from Azure.
Yes.
So Azure is on second position.
Yes.
And after Azure, GCP, Google
Go-
Cloud is
Google
on
Cloud.
third position, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
fourth, we can talk about Alibaba,
Alibaba.
okay?
Yes.
And after Alibaba, you can say IBM,
Yes.
okay? I'm not,
Okay.
I'm not sure. I have to double check where or your OCI is lying. I can double check for you. Not a problem.
Okay.
That is SAP
Okay.
Cloud, because there are 100 players in the cloud, small
Yes.
companies, cloud players, and big
Yes.
players, big giants actually.
Yes.
But I will
Yes.
say just focus on especially these three clouds
Okay.
to get job. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
50%, or you can say 60%, this is not accurate data, market
Okay.
is still with AWS.
Yes.
Okay, and
Yes.
your 25% to 30% market is with Azure. Coming to
Okay.
Google Cloud, only 10 to 15% market, you can say, it is varying
Okay.
actually, 10 to
Okay.
15%, and rest you can
Okay.
say 5% or something like that, 4%, 3%. So this
Okay.
kind of percentage variation is there, right?
Okay.
So why
Yes.
I'm not recommending you AWS, because see, AWS is leading the show, is the top
Yes.
player in CSP,
Yes.
and CSP stands for Cloud Service Provider, right?
Yes.
Why
Yes.
I'm recommending Azure, as you are coming from the background of your Oracle database, you must have
Yes.
knowledge of SQL database as well,
Yes.
right? So
Yes.
Azure is like taking a lot of business from AWS and also from Google,
Oh.
right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
companies are migrating from AWS to Azure, because
Yes.
see, just think about Windows workloads,
Yes.
right? So if you talk about the workloads, the containers, your VMs. So mostly the VMs and containers are Windows based. So if
Okay.
you talk about the ratio, 80 to 20%. 80% Windows VMs and servers, you can say, and
Okay.
20% Linux. And even
Okay.
Linux has different flavors. In Linux,
Yes.
you have Ubuntu, you have
Yes.
CentOS,
Yes.
Debian, lot of
Yes.
flavors
Yes.
there.
Yes.
So my recommendation for you to go for Azure, okay, not
Okay.
AWS. If
Okay.
you have some knowledge on AWS and you want to continue with AWS, not a problem. So
Okay.
mostly we are getting job on these two clouds, three clouds
Okay.
actually. They are getting job
Okay.
on GCP and Azure. Why
Yes.
companies are choosing GCP? So GCP's price is less in compared
Yes.
to Azure and
Oh,
AWS.
and AWS. Actually, AWS is
Yes,
prices are too much high. Yes, costing
yes.
is yes.
So GCP is cheaper than Azure also.
Yes.
Just
Okay.
just to be in competition. So Google is
Okay.
also a big player, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
what they're doing actually, they're competing with Azure because they cannot compete with AWS because
Okay.
AWS is a very big player, right? So
Okay.
how the competition is happening? So GCP in Google Cloud, the USP is like Kubernetes clusters, right?
Okay.
Kubernetes,
Yes. Yes.
KS.
Yes.
So Kubernetes product of Google itself, right? They have given open source, they have given enterprise licensing. So
Okay.
and also the big data. I'm
Okay.
coming to the data sciences because you are
Okay.
from the Oracle background. So I will
Yes.
recommend you to study about the big data, Hadoop,
Yes.
because Hadoop will be the future
Yes.
for you. In
Yes.
if you go any cloud, you go for AWS, in Azure, in GCP. So
Okay.
coming from Oracle background, coming from SQL background, if you think of next 10 years, 5 years, so I will say
Okay.
you don't ignore big data, Hadoop,
Okay.
because you have to manage big warehouses, data
Yes.
analytics. I'm
Yes.
not asking you to go for machine learning and robotics and immediately. No, just focus on
Okay.
the database
Yes.
functionality, right?
Okay.
How PubSub
Okay.
works, right? How the data
Okay.
modeling is there in big data, those kind of
Okay.
things, right? So my
Okay.
recommendation is go for Azure. Still, you have
Okay.
option going to AWS by seeing this
Okay.
percentage of business in the market already. So you can choose
Okay.
AWS also, but go for Azure because what I'm seeing nowadays, I'm getting a lot of Azure jobs in the market, India market.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So if I'm getting 4 mails in a week, so out of four, 3 mails I'm getting for Azure,
Azure.
Azure
Right.
Cloud,
Okay.
Azure, right?
Okay.
So why?
Right.
That's why, because you're looking for India market. If it was
Yes.
global, so
Okay.
certainly I was recommending you, AWS, but your focus is on India market. So go for
Yes.
Azure, okay?
Okay. Okay.
So here,
I'm
uh,
focusing for both. I'm trying for
mhm.
both for global and India both.
Okay. So if you are trying both, so you can focus on Azure as well as AWS also, not a problem. See,
Okay.
yeah, your knowledge will be rewarded always. So don't worry
Yes.
about that because we are into
Okay.
IT industry. I'm
Okay.
having 14 plus years of experience abroad, right?
Right.
And
Right.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning.
Right.
I'm
Yes.
still,
Everything.
on daily
Yes.
basis
Yes. Yes. We
because
have to learn.
there is
Yes.
no end. Yeah,
Yes. We have to learn
that's
daily
challenging.
new things.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a challenge in IT. So
Yes.
it's not like kind of government job how our fathers, ancestors were working in the companies.
Yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
did the job, I finished the job, I got retired, have a pension,
Yes.
enjoy baby.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
in
No.
IT,
Right.
the
We have
day
to
you
learn.
started your college, you finished your BTech, after
Right.
getting your placement, you're going to work in your any workspace environment or any company environment, right? You
Right.
have to start learning, and learning
Okay.
will never stop in IT.
Yes.
Even
Right.
my seniors who had actually experience of 20 to 25 years, 30 years,
Okay.
they are
Okay.
still studying, man. They are learning. They are
Yes.
directors. They are
Yes.
directors. They are associate vice president, president, CEO, CTO, CIO. They are
Yes.
still learning. They are
Yes.
getting Udemy subscription. They are
Yes.
taking
Yes. Yes.
plural site subscription. They are
Yes.
taking
Yes.
those
Yes.
online courses.
Only yes, we are knowing on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, they are doing certifications and
Yes.
all. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Abrar, suppose you are the CEO of the company, right? So,
Right.
expectation of the company is you should know everything.
Everything. Right.
how you are going to secure your IT infrastructure, how
right,
how you are going to secure. You are the CTO of the company, right? You have to
right,
secure your IT infrastructure, your hybrid cloud environment, right? So
right,
learning never stops in IT. Make a
right,
note of it, and don't
right,
don't don't uh, go away from your learning phases. Be
right,
keep be in fact,
right,
try to learn
yes,
daily, not daily or weekly kind of. And
yeah,
one line I will tell you. So I remember, I do remember my manager in the previous company.
okay,
The company was Intel. I was working with
okay,
Intel India, Bangalore. So it's
okay,
Intel, Intel, right? Intel
yes,
Inside processor company,
yes,
the big company,
yes, yes,
product company.
yes,
So the
yes,
manager was asking me weekly, "Hey Ratnesh,
okay,
did you updated your resume?" Weekly, man, he was asking to me.
oh,
How it is possible I can update my resume weekly? Okay, try monthly. Are you updating monthly? No. Okay, quarterly?
okay,
No.
mm,
So hey Ratnesh, looks like you are not learning new
mm,
technologies. Your
right,
learning is zero. So that was the
okay,
line. And he
okay,
asked me, he told me like, hey Ratnesh, I'm going to just make a note of this into your appraisal. Getting my point.
right,
So
right,
these kind of managers, and he was IITN.
oh,
The person was IITN and very professional, right?
okay,
So
right,
I taken a note from him. So we should update our resume regularly. I'm not asking you to update daily basis. Really not possible,
okay,
in this
no,
schedule,
yes,
and
yes,
this COVID-19 also, right?
yes,
So
yes,
try to update your resume monthly at least.
okay,
Not possible monthly. Go for quarterly.
okay,
We should update our resume. By updating
right,
resume we can add new technologies, and we can
yes,
analyze, oh, so in this
yes,
quarter I learned this like OCI,
okay,
like AWS, like Azure. Okay.
okay,
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 so coming to the main point, I'm just going to discuss the Azure cloud actually, right? So
okay,
this
okay,
this you can take as a reference for any cloud actually. Go for GCP, go for
okay,
AWS, right?
okay,
So the first certification for Azure is AZ900. That is the fundamental of Azure
okay,
Cloud, the foundations actually, right?
okay,
And it
okay,
is common across the board. It is
okay,
common across the
okay,
board. That means this is optional. That's not mandatory, but you should
okay,
know the basics of Azure Cloud.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
I'm
okay,
skipping this one. I'm skipping this one. This, I'm coming to here. You are here actually. So
yes,
if we talk about Azure AZ900, you want to do it, you can do it. If you want to skip it, actually you have to do it to understand the basic, basic
yes,
infrastructure, how compute works
infrastructure,
in Azure Cloud, how
yes,
storage works, firewall works, right? Kubernetes
okay,
clusters, your identity access and management, and you talk about
okay,
your role-based access control. So a lot of things, behind the picture, behind the scene. So
okay,
this is the DP200. If you are coming from the database, you are
okay,
coming from SQL, you are coming from Oracle database background. So you have to go for
okay,
DP200 and
okay,
201, and you will be
okay,
called as Azure Certified Data Engineer.
yes,
Okay. So
yes,
this is the path you have to choose within the Azure if you want.
okay,
This DP200 and DP201, and after that
yes,
you can go for your this thing actually. So solution architect, right? Is it 303 and 304? This is a solution architect top level certification within the Azure for as a
okay,
solution architect. Okay. So this is
okay,
the path for Azure,
okay,
right?
right,
And by doing this you can go for your big data path. You can do the researching, you can do the play around with your database knowledge. The problem is
okay,
in cloud, only database is not knowledge is not going to help you grow.
yes,
Have
yes,
knowledge
right,
of each. You have to
infra,
be full stack tech.
yes, yes,
You want
all
to add
cloud one,
something? Yeah, you want
yes,
to add something or yeah, go ahead.
services and all. We have no,
Hmm.
we have to knowledge of all services and all of cloud.
Right, right, right. So this is the recommendation for going go for Azure thing and DP 200
Okay.
and 201 and excel
Okay.
yourself and your
Okay.
OCI. So you have
Yes.
already OCI certification, OCI
Yes.
knowledge. Keep
Yes.
keep it into your resume also. Okay,
Okay.
and that is going
Okay.
to help you, right? Along
Okay.
with that, if you have like Azure certification, DP 200, DP 201, or AWS
Okay.
certification, right? So those
Okay.
things are going to help you.
Okay.
Okay. So you
Okay.
want to see for AWS or the Google Cloud as well? Okay,
Uh,
okay. Let me show you. Let me show you Google Cloud as well. Okay.
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Then you can make a compare, right? So that
Yes.
makes sense. Yeah. So coming to Google Cloud, and here we go, certification path. Okay. Here we go. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm skipping this one. The first one. This is the associate engineer, right?
Okay. Okay.
Even you can skip if you want to do that to understand the same, like you have in
Yeah.
AZ900,
In 900.
AZ104, all sort of things,
Okay.
right? So you want to
Okay.
skip or you want to do it, it's not mandatory actually, but
Okay.
without knowing the infrastructure and everything, it's very tough to survive the data engineer also. So you
Yes.
have
Right.
in Google Cloud, you have like professional data engineer. So
Okay.
professional data engineer, the second one actually I'm talking about. So
Yes.
in the
Yes.
data engineer, you are going to be as like big data. You will be working on big data engine, database engine of the Google Cloud, right?
Mm.
And
Okay.
you are going to do the data analytics, right? Some part of
Okay.
AI, machine learning. So
Okay.
data engineering is the main, if you want to go for
Okay.
Google Cloud. So it's
Okay.
really tough to go to learn and understand each and every cloud because
Yeah. Yes.
it's not very easy, right?
Yes.
Already you
Right.
have OCI. I will ask
Yes.
go for one more cloud only. Don't to pitch in
Yeah.
a lot of clouds and when we are
Yes.
going for
Because
interview, we
it's
are
been,
blank.
yeah, it's been
Right?
confusing. Confusing. It creates confusion.
Confusing also because you have to
Yes.
face the interview,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
You don't want to
Yes.
give more room. You don't
Yes.
want to give more room to to your
Interviewer.
folks, to
Yes.
interviewer actually, to the folks,
Yes.
right? You don't want.
Yes.
So you
Yes.
have to
Right.
play smart man. And the
Yes.
top certification in Google Cloud is your professional cloud architect.